On a bright summer afternoon, I decided to relax by my pool, enjoying the warmth of the sun. My home, a beautiful property in an upscale neighborhood, had always been my sanctuary. I had just settled into my lounge chair, wearing sunglasses and sipping on a cold drink, when I noticed a familiar presence, my neighbor Karen. Karen had always been nosy, always watching my every move as if I didn't belong in the neighborhood. She often made passive-aggressive comments about certain people moving in and lowering the value of the area, but today she took things to a whole new level. I could hear her voice before I saw her. "Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?" she snapped, walking toward my fence, her arms crossed tightly. I barely glanced in her direction. "Relaxing by my pool," she scoffed, her face twisting in irritation. "I highly doubt that. This is a private neighborhood, and I don't recall anyone like you living here." I sighed, already knowing where this was going. "Karen, this is my house. My pool. I live here." She narrowed her eyes, clearly not convinced. "Oh really? Then why haven't I seen you before?" I sighed, trying to keep my patience. "Maybe because I travel for work." She let out a dramatic laugh. "Yeah, sure. Look, I don't know what kind of scam you're pulling, but I'm calling the cops. You can't just break into someone's backyard and start lounging around." Before I could respond, she had already whipped out her phone and dialed 911. "I'd like to report a trespasser," she said dramatically. "A suspicious person is at a pool that doesn't belong to them. Yes, they look like they're trying to take over a property that isn't theirs. You need to send someone immediately." I shook my head, amused but also frustrated. I could have easily stopped her right there, but I was curious to see how far she would take this. 15 minutes later, 2 police officers arrived, stepping out of their patrol car. Karen ran toward them, pointing at me. "That's her. She's trespassing. I caught her trying to take over someone's property." One officer turned to me. "Ma'am, can you explain what's going on?" I took off my sunglasses and sat up. "Certainly," I said, reaching into my bag. I pulled out my wallet and flipped it open. The moment the officers saw the badge inside, their expressions changed instantly. I gave them a calm smile. "Special Agent Johnson, FBI." Karen's smug expression vanished. What? She stammered. I turned to her. "You just called the cops on an FBI agent at her own house." The officers exchanged glances before turning to Karen. "Ma'am, this is her property. Do you live here?" Karen turned bright red. "Well, no, but I thought." "You thought wrong," I cut in. "And you just wasted police resources over your ignorance." One of the officers shook his head. "Ma'am, this could be considered filing a false report. I suggest you leave." Karen stumbled over her words before turning and stomping away, humiliated. I leaned back on my chair, sliding my sunglasses back on. "Have a great day, officers." As they left, I smiled to myself. Maybe next time Karen would think twice before making assumptions.